In this lesson, we're going to look at evaluating expressions at given values. Now, my tip is, whenever you substitute in a value, place it in a parentheses. And what this will do is that this will show you that there's multiplication or some other type of operation that must be done following order of operations. So let's look at our first example here, where 2x plus 3y subtract 4z at these x, y, and z values. So first, I'm going to substitute in my values for x, y, and z, and I'm going to do that by placing each of them in parentheses. Now, maybe you think that it doesn't help you with these first two, right? 2 times 1 is going to be 2, and 3 times 2 is going to be 6. But where it does help is that you can see that you have a negative 4 multiplied by a negative 3, and that is going to be a positive 12. Now I can just do my addition from left to right. 2 plus 6 is going to be 8, and 8 plus 12 is going to be 20. Looking at another example, we've got this expression at these x and y values. So I'm going to make my substitution in parentheses. So x is 3 to the power of 2, plus 2 multiplied by x multiplied by y, subtract y cubed. I now have some exponents, so I'm going to do those exponents first as per order of operations. 3 squared is 3 times 3, which will be 9. And I'm just going to leave this untouched. Subtract negative 2 cubed is going to be negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. So what that is going to be a negative 8. Now looking at it, I do have some multiplication in the middle. I have a positive 2 times 3, which is going to be 6. And then 6 multiplied by a negative 2 is going to be a minus 12. And then subtract a negative 8. Now using what I know from integers, a negative and a negative make a positive when both signs are the same, or subtracting is the same as addition of the opposite sign. So these really become 2 plus signs. And going from left to right, 9 subtract 12 is going to be negative 3, and negative 3 plus 8 is going to be a final answer of 5. Looking at this next example, we're going to evaluate this expression at negative 1. So this is going to be 2 bracket negative 1 take away 3 all squared plus 7. I'm going to do what's inside the brackets first. Negative 1 subtract 3 is going to be a negative 4. Now I'm going to do the exponent first. So negative 4 times a negative 4 is going to be 16. I'm then going to do my multiplication. 2 times 16 is 32. And then when I add that to a 7, I will get a final answer of 39. And one last example for this video, we'll look at a fraction. So this is going to be 2 times the x value plus 3 times the y value squared, all divided by 3 times the x value minus 4 times the y value. I'm going to do my exponents first, so I can see that I have a negative 3 squared in the numerator. So that's going to be 9. And now I have a bunch of multiplication, so I'm going to do all of these multiplications out. So the first one in the numerator, I've got 2 times 2, which is going to be a 4. And then I've got a positive 3 times a positive 9, which is going to be a positive 27. In the denominator, I've got a 3 times 2 to be a 6. And then I've got a minus 4 times a minus 3, and that's going to be a positive 12. Now I just have addition. So I'm going to do the addition in the numerator. I'm going to have 4 plus 27. That's going to be 31. And in the denominator, 6 plus 12 is 18. 31 and 18 do not reduce. And this is my final answer.